All right, let's talk about one of the biggest game changers in running, heart rate zone training. Today, we are going to demystify the whole thing and show you how to use it to train smarter, not just harder. You'll see real, measurable progress. Let's dive in. So, does this feel familiar? You're out there, you're putting in the miles, you're sweating, you're working hard, but you've just kind of hit a plateau. You feel like you're spinning your wheels, just getting more and more tired without actually getting any faster? Well, guess what? There is a much better way, and it all starts by understanding what's really going on inside your body.
Okay, first things first. The absolute foundation for all of this, the one number you have to know before you do anything else is your maximum heart rate. Seriously, everything we're about to talk about is built on this one personal number.
So what is your max heart rate? Think of it like the red line on your car's engine. It's your personal cardiovascular limit, and it's totally unique to you. This is the anchor that makes heart rate training a customized, super effective tool instead of just some generic guess.
So, how do you find it? Well, you've got two main options. The quick and easy way is that classic 220 minus your age formula. And look, it's a starting point, but honestly, for a lot of people, it can be way off. For real precision, you need to do an actual field test. This means a structured workout, maybe an all-out 5K or a set of brutal hill repeats where you go until you literally can't go any harder. Yeah, it's tough, but it gives you the real number you need for accurate training.
All right, once you've got your max heart rate, you've basically unlocked the cheat codes. You can now figure out your 5 distinct training zones. Each one has a totally different purpose, a different feel, and a unique benefit for your fitness. So let's break them down one by one.
First up, let's start at the beginning with Zone 1. We're talking really light here, just 50 to 60% of your max. It feels like a casual walk. The main goal here is active recovery. It's fantastic for your overall health, but it's not going to give you those specific adaptations you need to crush your next race.
Okay, next up is Zone 2. And for anyone who runs, cycles, or does any endurance sport, this is where the magic happens. So this zone, at 60 to 70% of your max, is your true aerobic training zone. It should feel easy, conversational. This is where you build that deep endurance base. You're actually encouraging your body to build more mitochondria, the little power plants in your cells. And you're teaching it to get really good at burning fat for fuel. Best part? It's super recoverable, so you can do a lot of it without getting fried. And hey, you might even have to slow down or walk to keep your heart rate here, and that is 100% okay.
All right, let's talk about Zone 3. I like to call this the danger zone, not because it's physically dangerous, but because it's where so many runners get stuck. At 70 to 80%, this is that good, solid run feeling. It feels productive, right? We often call it the threshold zone. And training here is great for race-specific fitness. But, and this is a big but, if you do all your runs here, you are on the fast track to getting fatigued and burnt out.
Yeah, this zone is what a lot of coaches call a gray area. When you spend all your time here, you're not getting the full base building benefits of Zone 2, and you're not getting the high-end speed benefits of the zones we're about to talk about. You're kind of missing out on both ends of the spectrum.
Okay, now we're cranking up the intensity. Welcome to Zone 4. This is where it starts to hurt. In a good way. We're talking 80 to 90% of your max now, so you're well above your lactate threshold. This is hard, anaerobic work. You are not spending a lot of time here. This is for your intervals, maybe 2 to 10 minutes at a pop, designed to build your speed endurance. These workouts feel tough, and they should. You only want to be doing these maybe once, twice a week, max.
And finally, we hit the red line. Let's talk about Zone 5, your absolute maximum effort.
This is 90 to 100%. This is true high-intensity interval training. Think all-out sprints for just 10 or 20 seconds. Now, here's a crucial tip. Your heart rate takes time to catch up, so your watch is going to lag behind. You can't rely on it for these short bursts. These efforts are really based on feel. You just go as hard as you possibly can for a very short time, and then take long rests.
Okay, so we've got the 5 zones. But how in the world do you put them all together into a training week that actually works? It really is all about balance.
So the real secret to a smart training plan is something called polarization. The vast majority of your time, I'm talking like 80%, should be spent in those easy aerobic zones 1 and 2, just building your base. The other 20% is then split between targeted, high-quality efforts in the harder zones. So think about it. If you run 5 times a week, that means 4 of those runs are truly easy. Only 1 is a dedicated hard workout. It's all about making your easy days easy so you can make your hard days truly hard.
So what's the big takeaway from all of this?
What's the key that's going to help you unlock that next level of fitness you've been chasing?
The most important point is this. Real sustainable progress is not found by just grinding it out in that gray area of Zone 3 every single day. Progress comes from having a purpose for every single run, building a huge aerobic engine in Zone 2, and then layering in specific, high-intensity work at the very top. That is how you train smart.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Looking at these 5 zones, which one have you really been neglecting? Is it time to finally swallow your pride, slow down, and really embrace Zone 2? Or are you ready to add a targeted, spicy dose of Zone 4? What's that one piece of the puzzle that could unlock your next personal best? Thanks for tuning in.